Hi everybody, it's the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and welcome back to the baseball head. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button so you want to know what's going on. Very quiet here in the New York Mets, but we've actually had a couple of trades since really since the weekend. Major League Baseball, obviously, today we had Cody Bellinger basically got dumped on the Yankees. It was a salary dump by the Cubs. I don't know what the Cubs are doing. Are they contending? Are they not contending? They spent $1 billion for greatest manager since sliced bread in Craig Counsell, and they took away one of his better hitters. Very strange. Had a very strange offseason. But and then of course on Friday we had the other big trade, which will lead into this video. Kyle Tucker got traded to the Cubs, so it's like what are the Cubs doing? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. What the hell they're doing? But now you have to ask yourself, what's going on with the Houston Astros? Because Houston Astros are basically, all the great players that they had there, a lot of them are gone. Carlos Correa is gone. Obviously, Kyle Tucker is gone. There's probably a good chance Alex Bregman will be with another team. So, what do we have down there? This past year, they just got into the playoffs. They didn't play well against the Yankees, or whoever they played, the Tigers, whatever it was. And they traded one of their best players in Kyle Tucker this offseason. And now we have all these rumors about their ace, Framber Valdez. And he's one of the best pitchers in the American League, one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's a true ace. Every time he goes out there, he can throw a no-hitter. He's thrown a couple in his career. Now, there's all kinds of rumors that he's going to get moved because I don't know if the Astros are trying to rebuild. But after you trade one of your best players and Tucker, then you have to ask yourself, they're probably rebuilding. Which, look, they built a team 10 years ago and they were so good for so long. Went to so many World Series. They won 2 World Series. Now they're on the backside of that. And they still have, I will mention, they still have the shortest man in the world on that team, and Jose Altuve. But be that as it may, the Mets need pitching. The price of pitching is enormous, money-wise. Things have slowed down a lot with Sean Manaea. I haven't heard much about him at all. I've heard all kinds of rumors about a lot of different names. Obviously, they made that signing last night with that KBO player, KBO pitcher. I didn't do a video on it. Was named Waddle, and like a duck. I don't know. But there's been all kinds of rumors about the Mets. I've heard them talking about Griffin. They talking to Griffin Canning. I wouldn't do that. I've heard them talking to Chris Flexen. I wouldn't do that. Ugh, I need him back again. And I heard about them talking to Justin Verlander. Although Kate Upton we did not get to know Kate that well. I mean, we didn't get that. We didn't get to. Anyway, let's get back to baseball. So the Mets obviously made the big move for Juan Soto. I noticed that some people online are getting really kind of, a little impatient with the Mets president of baseball operations. Relax, okay? Relax. I mean, the Mets we're only in December. Season does not start tomorrow. But let me get to the article. What the hell am I doing here? Astros predicted to move $18 million ace on blockbuster offseason trade. And this is from Newsweek. Oh, it really is. Houston Astros turned a lot of heads this week when they traded away superstar outfielder Kyle Tucker. This could be the turning point of the page from the veteran Astros team that dominated recent postseasons. Houston seems to be heading toward a new era filled with young talent. Now, Kyle Tucker is going to be a free agent next year. I wonder if the New York Mets will be hesitant to figure it out. I have been thinking about, is it probably the biggest free agent next offseason and Framber Valdez? I was thinking, you know what? You could probably put Juan Soto in left field next year and put Kyle Tucker in right. And DH Brandon Nimmo. With that in mind, it's how it is to be a Met fan now. You can think about everything. With that in mind, SB Nation's John Stolness expects Astros ace Framber Valdez to be a prime trade candidate for 2025 spring training. Stonelis recently revealed his expectation that Valdez could be traded as early as this offseason if the Astros are looking to stockpile young talent. The lefty has 1 year of arbitration left on his deal, projected at $18 million before he hits free agency in 2026. Okay? Quote, Valdez is slated to earn around $19 million in his final year of salary arbitration and become a free agent after the season. The chief reason the Astros may decide the time is right to trade him. Now, I think he's 30 years old. I looked at this baseball reference very quickly before, and I think he said he's 30. So he'll be a free agent. So all the teams, the Mets will be in on him next offseason. That I can guarantee it. Unlike Crochet, Valdez has a ton of postseason experience and is probably the best player potentially left on the trade market. The Astros would land a massive return if they deal Valdez. Due to age and team control, it wouldn't quite be as low as the return that the White Sox got for Garrett Crochet, but it would be substantial. It would be a substantial haul of prospects. The Red Sox, the Mets, the Orioles, Toronto, and the Giants are just a few teams that come to mind as potential trade fits. Practically any team in baseball could use a lefty, experience, and talent that Valdez has to offer. A couple things. Red Sox have a very good farm system. The Orioles have a very good farm system. The Orioles have probably the best positional farm system in baseball. Okay. Those two teams have major advantages over the Mets for this sense, and the Blue Jays and the Giants. The Giants don't have much of a farm system, as far as I can tell. Well, they have a big lefty, but really beyond that, it's very thin. And the Blue Jays are like the bridesmaid at the bride, at the wedding. They not get married, but it's always like the next or the best man. If you're the best man, why aren't you getting married? Same thing. So the point being is that if the competition is between the Mets, the Red Sox, and the Orioles, the Mets are not gonna have a tough time. Although at the same time, the Red Sox did make a deal for Crochet, and they unloaded some of that farm that they have. I would mention this about the Orioles. Their new owners had said that they were going to spend money. They haven't spent any money. The general manager's like afraid of his own shadow, thinking that the ghost of Peter Angelos is going to come and tell him, "Oh, don't spend any money." He's being told to spend money. He's not spending money. That's a great location for a free agent, and he's not spending any money. But they do have the capital in terms of players, in terms of prospects, to pick up Valdez. And that would really help the Astros maybe take a year off and then come right back with those prospects. But the Mets it'd be an interesting move because it's very difficult. The Mets don't have any elite prospects. I'm going to be honest with you folks. From what I've read on and do their farm system, go through all these reports all the time, do videos on the Mets farm system. The farm system is okay. It's the middle of the pack. It's about 12, 13, 14th overall in Major League Baseball. It's not a top 10 list, and it's not top 5. If it was top 5, I would say, go for it. Mets aren't deep with the pitching. Mets they have a lot of middle infielders. It's loaded with middle infielders. They don't need a shortstop, the Astros. They don't need a second baseman. Mets don't have anything much to offer in terms of outfielders other than Drew Gilbert and Brian Clifford. They send them back to the Astros. They could do that, but they're not elite. And you're going to need to send elite for Framber Valdez. But I will mention, if you have any ideas for this kind of a move, what could the Mets send to the Astros for Framber Valdez? Put them in the comments section. I read it, and I'll tell you if it's any good or not good. If I don't say nothing, it's okay. If I think it's bad, I'll shoot it down. Won't think twice about it. But this is, like I said, everything for the Mets to do now these days is open for interpretation. Mets are open for business. They could do anything at this point. Anything. And it's wonderful to watch. It's great. And I can't thank you enough for watching this video. Of course, we have memberships here. We have products with my channel's name on it. Like over here. I know I'm ducking. Over here. And of course, we have, check out the memberships. And of course, send me great super thanks. And we're getting close to Christmas. And thank you for watching. Have a good day. I'll see you later.